2027. Atiku crying out in the name of the North because of his own personal ambition. Ikechukwu announced to the News Info. A strategic management and human capital development expert, Professor Ikechukwu, has submitted that most politicians in the country are interested in political offices purely to fulfill their personal ambitions. True. But even if you want to fulfill your personal ambition to become a president, at least still do something. Fine, it is your ambition to become a president. Why are you becoming the president? It is your ambition to become the president. At least you have something in mind that you want to do in the country for you to be so hell-bent on becoming the president. So that thing that you say you want to come and do, is it not better that you do it than just coming there to sit down and just mark register that, oh, I was once the president of the country? Do something. Make the country better. Make the country livable. It's not just about ambition. Even if you have ambition, it's a good thing to have ambition that, oh, I want to become the president of the country. But there should be something that you have in mind that you want to actually do for the citizens, that you want to achieve for the citizens to make the country better, that you want to be there by all means. So if you want to go there by all means, at least Emilio, do something. Let us see something tangible that, yes, this man wanted to go there to do this thing. And yes, we can see that you are doing it. But as it is now, I'm not seeing anything. Specifically, he said former Vice President Atiku Abubakar is crying out in the name of the North for the 2027 presidency because it suits his own narrative and ambition. He lamented the lack of ideological focus among the two major political parties in Nigeria, the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and the All Progressives Congress (APC), submitting that the lack of ideology among political parties in Nigeria makes it easy for politicians to defect the way they defect, and they really need to write a law on that defection, because the way people defect anyhow, like as if once there's crisis in your party, you just leave. Even when there's no crisis, you just say that this party is like this party is going to favor me, I'm going to make more money in this party. You just defect and go to that party. They really need to stop it. Ikechukwu added that the lack of ideology also makes contestants and candidates for political offices focus more on their personal ambitions. Speaking during an interview with Arise News, the professor said, "For me, there is no such thing as the PDP or APC. If you look at the personnel, the former governor of Nasarawa was a chairman of APC before he got thrown out in a very disturbing circumstance. How many people in the strongest position in APC are not in PDP, even Atiku himself? Let's not pretend. This is about individuals who want the presidency, who needs a platform for it, and who feel that if you are on this platform and it is not working, you go to another one." Exactly, that is what they are doing. Now, Atiku is on a platform that he suspects will not be viable for 2027, so he is crying out in the name of the North. From the historical perspective, Ikechukwu explained that since 1999, the South has held the presidency for 17 years. He added that Goodluck Jonathan would not have remained in the office if the North had objected to his candidacy. Obasanjo was around for 8 years. Yar'Adua came on to stay for 8 years. The Constitution provides that when, in some circumstances, the President is unable to carry out his function, the Vice President takes over. But this is a country where anything can be configured, despite what the Constitution provides. The North didn't like the fact that Yar'Adua passed. They didn't like the fact that Goodluck Jonathan was going to take over the doctrine. The doctrine of the necessity came up after long negotiations. Let us not forget that it was the North that allowed him to contest. Why everybody became angry is that he did not fulfill all the elements, and at the risk of sounding mischievous, these instances should be put on the table. Jonathan would not have continued if there was opposition from the North. Looking ahead to 2027, Ikechukwu submitted that it would be difficult to unseat President Bola Tinubu due to the political realities and peculiarities of Nigeria, and even with the fact that he has INEC to help him rig the election, and the fact that almost all the parties now, they are defecting, all of them are having issues. So if there is no alliance between all these parties to come together and say, let us come together for a common cause to make sure that we send APC out of power in 2027, then he's going to win the election, whether we like it or not. He's going to win it. For me, it is a question of political realism. Is it possible to dislodge the incumbent president? Would it make sense to say that yes, he has been around, and for other presidents that have had 8 years in principle, bearing Yar'Adua's case, that he should also have 8 years in principle? My take is that the aspirant to dislodge him would somewhat be delusional. Speaking politically and realistically in the context of Nigeria, he said, it will be difficult to argue successfully that the presidency should not be in the South by 2027. I understand the context in which Akome said that, but I don't think he needed to. It is not about fairness, it is about realism. We can't at this moment be securing fairness, even when we invoke the doctrine of necessity. We knew that first measure is a fact of life and law, he argued. Speaking on Atiku's possible interest in the 2027 presidency, Ikechukwu said it is more about personal interest. Make we no lie, true, it is more about personal interest because all of them just want to be there. He has been fighting this thing for a very long time. He has been contesting and contesting and contesting. If it is not because you have a personal thing that you want to be president for, probably you want to be president because you want to do something to somebody, you want to revenge on somebody, and if you don't have that power, you cannot do it, or probably just for something else, because if not, you've been contesting for a very long time and you've not been winning. It's okay for you to say, okay, I'm not doing this again. Let me put my weight behind somebody else. Let me help somebody else to become the president. Let me support this person. He's more younger. He is more ambitious. Me, I've been trying for a long time. You've been trying something for a long time. You just let it go. And it's not a do or die affair, but you've been always be going head to head and saying you want to be the president by force by fire. It's almost about personal interest. That's just it. Atiku is making a point, but it will seem to me that point, no matter how credible it might seem or sound, he is self-serving, he noted. Yes, it is. David Ekong says not most of them, in fact all of them, they are always ready to fight dirty and apply impunity to have their ways. Muslim ticket is not in our constitution, but they compromise the law itself and jettisoned it from our constitution to have their ways and nothing. Yes. So Victor Norumile says never ever Atiku rest though. I don't know. That man doesn't want to rest. Like he is so hell-bent on becoming the president. And if you want to be, just support Peter Obi to be the president, and probably you'll be the vice president. That is if they will allow you, because there's this person, Yusuf Dati, that was Obi's vice president as at that time, and people like him, and people would definitely prefer him to you. So I don't know if it's going to work, but just let it go. It's not by force to be the president. You've tried your best. Just let it go. I don't understand though. Lucky Economy says, don't mind the greedy and selfish old man. Victor Aromere says, please let Atiku Abubakar go and rest and let other people contest. He should. He really should, because you've tried. You've been contesting for almost how many years now, and you've not entered. Just support somebody else. That would be better. My listeners, what do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.